Hey guys, Sullivan here, and today we're back for another YouTube video. Today we're going to be looking at Glamrock Freddy from Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach versus James P. Sullivan, also known as just Sully, from Monsters Inc. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to dislike and subscribe, and yeah, let's just get into it. In terms of strength and power, Glamrock Freddy should scale to other Glamrock animatronics, such as Roxanne Wolf, who can bust through wooden doors even when heavily disfigured, and Montgomery Gator, who can bust through chained up metal gates. And he should also scale to previous versions of Freddy, who can destroy human skulls in a single bite. And to do this, he'd have to have the power of around 34 kilojoules, which is enough to destroy a wall. As for Sully, meanwhile, he's often considered to be stronger than the people that he's come up against, such as Randall, and even then he's obviously comparable to Randall at least. And Randall, of course, is able to damage Sully, so therefore Sully's durability should scale to his power. And Sully was able to survive a large explosion out of a door with pretty much no effort. He seemed pretty fine afterwards. Judging by the height and the blast radius of the exploding door to Sully's height and the blast radius of other explosions, you could gather that the explosion output here was around 109 megajoules, which would be enough to destroy a small building. So for who is more powerful, I think it's clear that Sully is, and if you don't know the difference between kilojoules and megajoules, then I don't blame you. You have to be a massive nerd. But essentially, the difference between their two output strengths is literally 3,100. So Sully is head and shoulders much more powerful than Glamrock Freddy. When it comes to speed for Glamrock Freddy, he should scale to other animatronics, and as we calculated out in the Springtrap vs Jeff the Killer video, the animatronics are capable of moving through rooms pretty quickly, and going by the distance between the two longest rooms, or just the longest room, and getting there within a couple seconds, they would have to be moving around 53 miles per hour. As for Sully's speed, meanwhile, his best speed feat is being able to keep up with a bus, keeping in mind that it was a bus in an urban area, but at the same time, he had to catch up with it, and it was, had a head start. Average buses in non-urban areas travel at around 49 miles per hour, so Freddy would only just edge out the speed factor against Sully here. In terms of durability, Freddy should also scale to other Glamrock animatronics, such as Roxanne Wolf, who could take being rammed into a go-kart at full speed, which to survive that, you need durability upwards of 31 kilojoules. He also compares to Montgomery Gator, who is able to survive long falls, and to survive them you'd also have to have durability upwards of 98 kilojoules. As for Sully's durability, we've already discussed he was able to quite easily tank an explosion that could destroy a large, surface area. So it'd be equal to around over 100 megajoules. And while yes, the gap is closer from, durability to attack potency, it's still not close whatsoever. It's again, it's over 1,000 times, Sully being 1,000 times more durable than Glamrock Freddy. So durability point here also goes to Sully. As for weaponry, techniques and abilities, Glamrock Freddy has inorganic physiology, as he's a robot, and by extension he has self-sustenance, since he doesn't really need to eat or anything like that to survive. He has natural weaponry through his claws and, teeth. He has information analysis, as the robots, or at least in around this time, have, a way of scanning people to get information of them. He has limited fire manipulation, as he has a lighter in his finger. He has enhanced senses, as he can see through walls with Roxy's eyes. He has sound manipulation, as he can stun people with Chica's voice box. He has minor resistance to technology manipulation, as he temporarily resisted Burn Trap's influence. He has extremely high stamina, and as we already mentioned, he has claws. As for Sully's abilities, he can easily install fear into humans and other monsters. He has enhanced senses, as he can see perfectly well in the dark. He has natural weaponry. He has fourth wall awareness. He can create vibrations with his scream. He has some degree of martial arts, as Randall has, and he fought Randall. He's proficient in weapons. He's a master of stealth and is resistant to cold temperatures and/or snow. So for who's more versatile, I think it is clear that Glamrock Freddy is, information analysis, being able to cause fires, being able to see through walls, even, Sully being able to see well in the dark is outdone by Glamrock Freddy, and of course his sound manipulation adds on to that too. For who has better abilities, I think it's also Glamrock Freddy. You know, having fourth wall awareness is something, but it's not really combat applicable, so Glamrock Freddy would take the abilities and versatility point here. When it comes to weaknesses, Freddy's main one is that he will run out of power quite quickly, although granted this is mostly done through like in the game, he's put on low power mode, but even without that he will eventually still run out of power, and at that point he'll be completely immobile and therefore will not be able to move or do anything. When it comes to weaknesses for Sully, his only one is that he's a little bit arrogant, and other than that, that's literally it. So when it comes to weaknesses, I think it's clear that Glamrock Freddy's weakness is gonna, you know, be exploited more, or at least can be exploited more. So who wins the fight? We've gathered from this that Sully is more powerful, more durable, and less vulnerable. Meanwhile, Glamrock Freddy's faster, has better abilities, and is more versatile. So who wins the fight? This actually is like a kind of weird one to talk about, because Sully is overwhelmingly more powerful and more durable. However, of course, Glamrock Freddy has better abilities, is more versatile, and is faster. So, firstly, I think it is quite clear that if it comes to like a straight fist fight, the Glamrock Freddy is pretty screwed. Yes, he's faster, however, Sully is more skilled at fighting, for one, and also he's overwhelmingly more powerful and could take any of Glamrock Freddy's attacks. The main reason why this is a debate, of course, is due to Glamrock Freddy's arsenal. He could stun Sully in place, which would allow him to get a few hits in, but he won't be able to really damage him. His only real way of damaging Sully whatsoever is setting him on fire, which, you know, that could do quite the amount of damage, considering Sully hasn't really shown any resistance to hot temperatures, you know, especially considering how, you know, furry he is. And that's only Glamrock Freddy's real way of damaging him. However, fire, like, it only damages like a person or like a thing with 2.7 joules per second, and given how absolutely massive Sully's durability is compared to it, he would have to be set on fire for a total of, and I kid you not, 15 months. That's over a year. Glamrock Freddy literally does not even stand a chance here. I am sorry, it is just true. Sully can take everything Glamrock Freddy can dish out at him, and while yes, Glamrock Freddy can stun Sully and, you know, can set him on fire, doing damage that way, it's not really going to matter. Sully would, you know, pretty easily beat Glamrock Freddy, despite how close it seems when you look at, you know, the stats here. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to dislike and subscribe. If you want more like Five Nights at Freddy's related videos, then be sure to comment about it in the comment section. I don't really plan on doing that many more horror related ones, although there are a few coming up at some point this year, so stay tuned for those and I'll see you in the next video.